Trying to drain my water heater that's clogged because of sediment buildup. Look at that sediment. I don't know if you can see it, but all that sand and stuff, calcium deposits, whatever the hell it is. So I've been at this thing for a few minutes now. Let me try to set this camera up. I think I got it. Watch me in action. I'm kind of putting my hand over it. The water is cool because I turned the water heater off last night, so there's no hot water in here. And as a matter of fact, there it is, I'm touching it. But there's a lot of sediment built up in here, and I'm doing this video to show you guys the flush, because there's a lot of videos that I was looking up to learn from how to do this, and the guys were saying like blow air in there and then everything is good, but they got these short videos. They didn't show you the whole thing, the end result. And with that, all you're doing is moving the sediment around in there, and it clogs it right back up. So I don't know how long you'd have to blow air in there. I'm guessing a few weeks straight, maybe, to get out most or all the sediment. But this way is much more effective. Got this straw with this wire in here. Kind of made up my own thing to stick in here. This seems to be working better than anything else. Stick it in there. Oh, by the way, I removed this piece from here that would turn on and off, or control the water, the water valve. So I removed that, and that's how I have access like this. There's sediments coming out real slowly, but I might be here for weeks too. So here's an example of what I was talking about with the air, except I'm going to do it with this guy here, alright? And you may not be able to see it the way I have the... Hold on. Alright, so watch this. Never mind. It seems like it's taking time. Basically what happened was I used this, and it generated a lot of water flow. A lot of water was coming out, but not a lot of sediment. And then after a few seconds, it clogged back up, which was my point, in that things like this don't seem to be taking out the sediment. It just moves it around, because this is a bigger piece, allowing a lot of water to flow and fooling you into thinking that your tank is cleared, but it clogged right back up. You want to help? Back to the old trustworthy wire and straw. Come on, why every time I turn on the camera, you will act like you don't want to work. Or you don't want to work. My viewers can't see what's been happening, all the success that I've been having. Don't let me down. There we go. You can see a little bit. A little success is better than no success, but I think this water heater is a little camera shy. Again, after I put down the camera, bunches of them started coming out. Can you see that right there? Against it. All of that. And again, I pick up the camera, and he or she decides to become camera shy. Come on, buddy. There's a lot of stuff in there. A lot. See all that? So it's gonna take some work. Hopefully not too much longer, but look at that mess. Oh, and how did I know my water heater was messing up? Well, number one, my wife was complaining about the water heater making noise, and I said that, well, I've heard that happen with other water heaters that we've had in the past, so I guess it's just a thing that happens whenever the water is being heated. False. When you hear all the popping noise and it sounds like somebody's knocking on your door, that's all noise from the sediment that's getting heated up at the bottom of the tank and cooking. So if you're starting to hear that noise, hopefully you don't, and you're draining your water heater at least once a year. But if you start hearing that noise, you better get on this quick before it gets really bad. So the second thing that I noticed was my water, after being filtered with a really good filter that I had, tasted very horribly minerally, and I couldn't understand what was going on. And then finally I put 2 and 2 together, so I rushed over here, watched some YouTube videos on how to drain, and then started doing it. This is very time consuming, requires some work, but it could save you a couple $100 or possibly even replacing this whole thing. Back to the future.